Hello everyone. In the previous video, we have discussed the various laws and theorems associated with Boolean algebra. In this video, we will discuss about the various forms of representing a Boolean expression. The first is a product term. So what is a product term? A term in a Boolean expression where one or more complement or uncomplement variables are ANDed is said to be a product term. So here f equal to a dot b. Here a and b are the two variables. These are represented, these two variables are expressed by using an AND gate. This is what is said to be a product term. Next is a sum term. A term in a Boolean expression where one or more complement or uncomplement variables are ORed. This is said to be a sum term. Here f is equal to a plus b. In this expression, a and b are the input variables which are expressed using an OR gate which denotes an OR logic of these two variables. This is said to be a sum term. And the next is the form of expressing Boolean expressions, which is the first is sum of product form, which is represented as SOP form. So what is SOP form is the logical sum of two or more logical product terms. When you sum two or more product terms, it is said to be an SOP form. So it will be like this. X is an output variable, A, B, C, D, E and F are the input variables. Here we have three terms. AB is one term, CD is another term and EF is another term. So these three terms are expressed as a product term which are ANDed. So AB is a product term, CD is another product term, EF is another product term. These three product terms are summed or expressed by using a logical sum. So this is said to be a SOP form or sum of product form. The next is product of sum form. The logical product of two or more logical sum terms is said to be product of sum form. This is the example for it. So a plus b is a sum term, c plus d is another sum term, e plus f is another sum term. These three sum terms are ANDed, right? These are with these three sum terms, a logical product operation is performed. So such kind of expressing a Boolean expression is said to be a product of sum form or POS form. So in this, these are not whichever the SOP or POS are not standard forms of Boolean expressions, because let us take with the SOP form. In this AB, we don't have the remaining variables, or each term doesn't have all the variables of that expression. So in the first term AB, the variables C, D, E and F are missing, and in the second term CD, the variables A, B, E and F are missing, and in the last term EF, the variables A, B, C and D are missing. So since each term doesn't have all the variables of that expression, this is not a standard form of expressing a Boolean expression. Let us see the standard form of Boolean expression, which is also known as a canonical form representation, right? So if in each term, either in the SOP or POS, if in each term or in each term contains all the literals, then the SOP is said to be a standard SOP form. Likewise, it holds the same for the POS form also. If in each term of POS it contains all the literals, then the POS form is said to be a standard or canonical POS form. So just check with these equations. In the first equation is an SOP equation and the second is a POS expression, right? In this first and second equations, in both equations, each of the terms has all the variables, either in its complement form or in its direct form. Let's check with the SOP form. The first term A, B bar C has all the variables A, B and C, and likewise for the other terms also. Such kind of expressing an Boolean expression which has all the variables in each of the terms is said to be a canonical form or standard form. So next is a min term. Each individual term in the standard SOP form is said to be a min term. So consider this equation, first equation. In this we have three terms which are said to be a minterm. Since this expression is called a standard SOP form. Here A B bar C is a minterm, A B C bar is another minterm, A bar B bar C is also a minterm. So each individual term in a standard SOP form is said to be a minterm. Likewise, each individual term in the standard POS form is said to be a max term. If you consider this POS form of expression, these three terms are said to be the max terms. So next is, how can we convert a normal SOP to its standard SOP representation? It follows a step-by-step procedure. First, we need to find the missing literal in each product term. Then we need to AND each product terms having missing literals with terms formed by ORing the literal and its complement. And the next step is expand the terms by applying distributive law and reorder the literals in the product terms. And the last step is reduce the expressions by omitting repeated product terms if there is any repeated term available. Let us see a problem for converting a SOP to its standard SOP form. Convert f equal to a plus b bar c into its canonical form. First, let us take with a plus b bar c. Now, this expression has two terms, a and b bar c. In the first term, the variables b and c are missing, and in the second term, variable a is missing. So, we need to include the term b plus b bar and c plus c bar with the first term a, and in the second term, since a is missing, we need to include a plus a bar. So after including this, the next step is to perform distributive law. So in such case, we need to first express these terms with distributive law, which will give ab plus ab bar, and then the remaining holds the same. After that, we need to apply distributive law again for these two terms, ab plus ab bar and c plus c bar. If you implement distributive law here, it will be like this: ABC plus AB bar C plus AB bar C, ABC bar plus AB bar C bar. So the rest remains the same. After that, we need to apply distributive law for the last term A plus A bar and B bar C. If you use distributive law for this, it will be A B bar C plus A bar B bar C. After this, the last step is to check whether there is any repeated terms in this expression. So if we check with this here, this term and this term are the same. So this A B bar C is repeated here. So we can omit this. Then the final expression will be like this. Just check with this. Here we have 5 terms which are said to be the min terms, since it has all variables in each of the terms. So this is how we convert an SOP expression to its standard form of SOP. Next is the steps to convert POS expression to its standard form. Let's see the procedure first. So find the missing literal in each sum term, or each terms having missing literals with terms formed by ANDing the literal and its complement. Expand the terms by applying distributive law and reorder the literals in the product terms. The last step is reduce the expressions by omitting repeated product terms if there is any terms available. So let us see a problem for this. Convert this expression into its canonical form. First, let us find what are the missing variables. In the first term x bar plus y, the variable z is missing, and in the second term x plus z, the variable y is missing, and in the last term y plus z, the variable x is missing. So first, the missing variables has to be included as an ANDed form. So in the first term, z bar is included, and in the second one y bar is included, and in the last term x bar is included. Now we need to apply distributive law. If you apply distributive law for each of the terms, it will be like this. So for the first term, x bar plus y plus z and x bar plus y plus z bar. And for the second one, it is x plus y plus z and x plus y bar plus z. and for the last term it is x plus y plus z and x bar plus y plus z. Now we need to check for the repeated terms. So here the term, this term and this are the same, so we can delete the repeated one, and again if we check this and this are the same terms, so we can ignore this. So finally we will have 4 terms. Alright, these 4 terms are said to be the max terms since this is a POS expression. So each of these terms are a max term. We have 4 max terms here. Thank you.